and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of the J and J Show. Now, you might be wondering, where the is Jacob? Well, it turns out that Jacob is very unhappy with what has transpired regarding the New York Giants, so much so that he decided to take the night off. It's just me. Hi, everybody. I'm JJ Seglio. It is great to be back here once again. Let's not waste any time. We got a lot to get into for tonight's show. And of course, the one time that we have to talk about three different sports, Jacob doesn't show. So let's get the show started, starting off with last night's game between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. The Knicks go on to win 119-111. It was a very well-played game by the Knicks. They controlled the pace of the game for the majority of it. They ended up getting an 8-point win. OG Anunoby, one of the better players for the Knicks last night. It was a very enthusiastic game from New York because we finally saw what a legitimate rotation is going to look like within this organization. Gone are the days of Tom Thibodeau playing 5-6 guys a game. No. Now you're going to be getting 9 to 11 or even 12 guys a game. That's the best part to me about this New York Knicks team going into tonight is the fact that they finally, and I mean finally, have ways to use the bench. The bench is going to be used. I'm super excited for the rest of this season to get going. To say that I'm fired up for Knick basketball is a massive, massive understatement. I could not be more ready. In fact, this is one of the most optimistic I've ever been for the Knicks. And that is just the truth. I've never felt more hope in my body or in my veins than with this New York Knicks team this year. The East is wide open. You have to win the Eastern Conference this year. By God, if you do not win the Eastern Conference, I swear to God, if you are unable to win the Eastern Conference, oh my God, heads would need to roll. And no, I'm not talking about Mike Brown. I'm talking about the higher-ups. Leon Rose would have to be questioned for sure. But big win for the Knicks. Their next game is tomorrow night against the Boston Celtics. Cannot wait to watch that game. But to follow that up with your Tri-State hockey update, it's a day ending in Y, and the New York Rangers suck again. Oh my God, ain't no way. Hold on. I just got a thing on Reel that says Ryan Reeves is fighting Matt Rempe. Okay. This needs to be the last thing that Matt Rempe ever does in a Rangers uniform. Get him the fuck off my hockey team. He's garbage. He's useless. He's taking up a roster spot. Sure, he plays the game with grit. I appreciate what he does, physicality-wise. He's not good. I mean, he can't skate, for the love of God. Watching him get actual power play minutes is an absolute disaster. He wanted the heavyweight belt. Fine. Take your heavyweight belt now. You fought Reeves. Good. Now, fuck off my hockey team. Please, leave. I don't want to see you anymore. I want nothing to do with you anymore. Get off my squad. And there's a lot more flaws within the Rangers squad. They ended up winning against the Montreal Canadiens 4-3 on the road. Obviously lost to the Wild 3-1 back at home. Currently losing 1-0 to the goddamn Sharks. Can't act too surprised there. Meanwhile, the New Jersey Devils, they get themselves a huge win against the Toronto Maple Leafs with a final score of, I believe it was 4-2. 5-2, excuse me. And then last night picked up a pretty big win against the Minnesota Wild, 4-1. The Devils look like an absolute wagon. The Devils legitimately look like the best team in hockey the way they're playing. They score goals at will. They're on a 6-game heater. And I don't think there's a team in hockey that's really up there with them besides, maybe Colorado and Vegas the way they're playing. I know we're only like 7 or 8 games into the season, but the proof is in the pudding. These guys can fucking play. And that to me is, the biggest takeaway I have regarding the New Jersey Devils is the Devils play physical. They're fast. They're aggressive. And, they're also just a very fun team to watch. Unfortunately, as much as I hate them, that's just how it is. Follow that up with the New York Islanders, who are currently sitting, I believe, what are they, 7th in the Metro? Yeah, they are number 7 in the Metro, just behind the Rain. No, they're 8th. Jesus Christ. They're currently up 1-0 over the Detroit Red Wings. That's a game that they probably should win. The Red Wings are not very good at the moment. They beat the Sharks 4-3, beat the Senators 5-4, beat the Oilers 4-2. They are on a 3-game heater. Islanders are playing good hockey. And let me tell you something, man. Matthew Schaefer is a fucking animal. Credit where credit is due. I liked Matthew Schaefer coming out of, into the draft. I knew this kid was going to be good. I didn't know he was this good. Let me tell you that for a fact. I did not know he was this fucking good. I'm amazed. That is the nicest way I could say it. I am flat out amazed watching this guy play hockey. That's the way I feel about Matthew Schaefer, is that I am genuinely I'm stunned watching him play. He's running away with the Calder, by the way. The goal for the Islanders, if I'm not mistaken, was scored by Anderson got the assist. Goal was scored by Tony DeAngelo. Are you fucking kidding me? That's rough. Anyway, that'll do it for your Tri-State hockey update. Let's move on to the next leg of the show. The college football recap. The Miami Hurricanes got exposed. They ended up losing 24-21 to the Louisville Cardinal. Oh my God, it's 2-0 Sharks. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? And it's Macklin Calabrini. All right, I'm live betting the Rangers. Anyway, what I was going to say was, it's been a very weird year in college football. Texas Tech went down. USC went down, but that's really nothing new. They always go down. They're a joke of an organization. They're fraudulent. They're terrible, and they're just not good at football. Nor will they ever be good at football. I mean, this is USC that we're talking after all, so I mean, we're gonna see how this goes. But to sum it all up, another pretty normal week of college football. I don't really know how to describe it. The Holy War was pretty good, but I talked about college football on my show. This show is not about college football. The show is more about the NFL as we get it. If you wanted to see my picks, I made my picks over on College Football Frenzy. So, I mean, that basically sums it all up. The truth of the matter that it kind of makes things worse is the situation that the NFL continues to just absolutely blow my mind every single fucking week. It is driving me ridiculous. I genuinely do not understand at all this league. It makes no fucking sense. Absolutely no sense. And it's driving me to a point where I don't know how much longer I can take it. I mean, I feel like I'm being broken down by this league. To sum it all up, I'll get this done as quickly as possible. Joe Flacco outduels Aaron Rodgers in what people call the Icy Hot Bowl 33-31. Bengals get themselves a much-needed win. They needed this thing more than ever. Sunday's action, the Rams beat the absolute shit out of the Jaguars 35-7. The Packers beat the Cards 27-23. Cowboys beat the Commanders 44-22. Chargers got exposed by the Colts 38-24. Bears won. Browns won. Dolphins, you're awful. Chiefs win. Eagles win. Panthers win. Pats win. Niners won on Sunday night. And then Seahawks and Lions won on Monday. It would have been nice for Seattle fans if the Mariners were able to get it done as well. But they were unable to. Speaking of which, tune into the World Series tomorrow night on the We Sportin' podcast as the Los Angeles Dodgers take on the Toronto Blue Jays. It should be a very fun one. But to sum it all up, there was one game I have not talked about. And to say that I was dumbfounded by this game is a huge understatement. I would have never seen this coming. Ever. I've seen teams lose games in bad ways. Never in my lifetime have I seen a team lose a game like this. 26-8 is your score. With 6 minutes to go, you're in absolute cruise control. And to just really add to the equation of just making me feel absolutely dumbfounded, you choke it. You fucking choke it. I don't know how you did it, but you somehow choked an 18-point lead in the final 6 minutes. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. And to make matters worse, we were just getting started. The Broncos coming back was one thing, sure. But the Giants, they go down the field and score. They scored. With 30 seconds left, they scored to go up by 2. And to add to the just absolute ridiculousness of this game, Jude McAdamy. Fucking jail with your ass. Jail! You single-handedly cost the Giants that game. Now, let's not sit here and blame that he was the only person to do it, because they also have a retard for a defensive coordinator that wants to drop 8 with 30 seconds left and call prevent defense when the Broncos are not even close to the end zone. What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? And Will Lutz hits the game-winning field goal, and the Broncos win 33-32. The only thing the Giants are winning this week is fucking lol cow of the week. That's the only thing they're taking home this week, is lol cow of the week. Disgusting, embarrassing. The worst loss I've seen from the Giants in, I don't know. It's been a while. The Giants have had some, I think this is the worst loss since Miracle at the Meadowlands. I mean, seriously. You have a statement win in the palm of your hand, and you somehow choke it. That's generational incompetence. I know that Shane Bowman is bad, but Jesus Christ. Disgusting. Flat out disgusting. I'm still lost for words. I don't know how the fuck this happens. To say that I am disgusted, and I'm not even a Giants fan. I like them, but I'm not a fan. Games like this make me say, you know what? I'm happy I left this fucking team when I could. And I left this team when they were good. I left this team in their twilight. I left this team when they made the fucking playoffs. To say that I am embarrassed as somebody that even follows the Giants is an understatement. This game literally summed up the Giants franchise over the last 10, 15 years in a fucking nutshell. Whoever wants to fucking call, just call. All right, because I want to hear from the Giants fans. I'm not a Giants fan, so it doesn't feel right that I'm going to be the one to, go on a rant about them and stuff like that. I'm not going to be the one to do it. Yeah, to say that I am disgusted with the New York Giants is an understatement. I mean, they were single-handedly on the verge of going to 3-4 with a game against the Eagles, who, by the way, they beat by 17 points. 17 fucking points on primetime. They honestly could have beat them the second time. Honestly, I think they could have. But we'll never know. Because the Derp somehow outdid themselves worse than I've ever seen. This is a new low. It is. This is the low of lows for this organization. Rock bottom? Oh, you bet your sweet asses we're at rock bottom with this fucking team. With this, unbelievable. And Kaplan left me a message. I'm going to read what he says. He says, fuck Jude, fuck Bowen, and fuck the whole goddamn organization. Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm not even a Giants fan, and I feel that way. I'm not even a Giants fan. And I'm livid after this. This isn't even my team. Yet I'm livid. It was that bad. Seriously. I don't think it could get even worse. I do. I truly don't know if it gets any worse than this for this team. I get it. They've had like 3-win seasons, 4-win seasons, 5-win seasons. You have a statement win in the palm of your fucking hands. All you had to do was not blow an 18-point lead and give up 33 points in one fucking quarter. Finally. Let's go to the calls. We're starting off with probably one of the best callers on this in this entire, area. Matt Welling, take us home. Good afternoon, good evening, Welling, wherever you are. I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere. How are you doing?
It's definitely 5 o'clock somewhere after this Rangers terrible start.
They're down.
I know you guys are talking about. I know. What happened?
They're down 2-0, right? Or is it 3?
To the winless Sharks. Yes.
Yeah, I live bet the Sharks for a reason. Anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, go ahead.
I know you got a lot to say about the Giants, so I'm gonna just give you the floor.
For the sake of time, I'm gonna spare you a little bit, but
no. Take all the time you need. I'm not doing shit. Jacob's not here.
All right,
you're the guy.
Jacob's not. Oh, okay. All right.
Really, just me. Jacob said he couldn't do it, so I said, "Fuck it, I'm winging it tonight."
All right. All good, Dang. All good. All right. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen. I, as a member of the redhead community, feel as though I am responsible for the actions that whatever that guy's fucking name is, McAtomney, or however the hell you say it.
I believe it is Jude McAtomney.
Whatever the hell his name is, I feel responsible and therefore apologize on behalf of him and on behalf of all other redheads for his actions. Those were completely pitiful. Now, mind you, do I think that's the only problem? Obviously not. There were some defensive blunders in the fourth quarter alone.
Some defensive blunders. Shane Bowen single-handedly cost the whole fucking game.
I know. I understand. I completely understand. But it's not going to shy away from the fact that they were not the only problem. Yes, the defense was a big problem. They gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter. That's never anything good. Does Dart need to throw that pick where he threw it?
No.
Absolutely not. Does Jude, whatever the fuck his name is, have to miss that? I don't care. He's gone. I don't care. Does he have to miss that extra point early in the first half? Absolutely fucking not. So there's a lot of problems that they don't know. Like, I'm not saying that Dayball can fix them, but in hindsight, this team could have been 4-3. They could have beat Dallas, and they could have beaten this team. And that's not to say that the Broncos
threw away.
That's also not to say the Broncos are a bad team. They barely beat the Jets, but they took care of the Eagles. They've proven themselves earlier in the year, but this was a game the Giants had, and this is the loophole that Giants fans, including myself, have gotten themselves into, where we get emotionally attached, and then shit like this exactly happens. Like when we played Dallas, when we played that game against Dallas, I knew for a fact we were not winning that game. Like, there is always something that happens that we just can't escape it as Giants fans. There's always something that keeps us pessimistically thinking, and it's never good, JJ. It's never good. Those are my thoughts. It's bad.
Incredible. It really is how, and dare I say, Welling, I have a list of that I like to call giant pain, where I put together all of the worst moments in the Giants franchise's history of like the last
This
50
is totally
years.
up there. Oh, this is up
Honest to
there.
God, the truth of the matter is this. I think in terms of an actual game, this is number one. I mean, have the Giants had a loss worse than this? Seriously, when you look at the
I mean, what?
circumstances.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to give you a stat.
I
And
mean, giving
it's
up
the
that
name
amount
of
of
the
points,
show.
yeah.
It's the name of the episode. I don't know if you saw the name of this episode. The episode name is 1602. When teams were up by 18 points or more in the final 5 minutes of a game, they were
They won.
1,602-0. The Giants are
And now they
made them 1,602-1.
Yeah.
That's
not good.
That's some of the most incredible malpractice I have ever seen.
It's not good, but honestly, I'm so stuck in this mindset where I'm not even surprised.
Oh,
This
wow,
is the
the
shit that
Rangers scored a
happens
goal, finally. Jesus Christ.
No way. I turned it off. I turned it off to call you.
Taylor Radish is the one who scored the goal, ironically.
Dude, we're going up against a rookie goalie or something, and we're already, like, I don't know.
Par for the course.
Anyway.
Back to the Giants.
This is, no, good. No, like, this is the shit that happens, like, obviously shit that happened in the Broncos game doesn't happen on a yearly basis.
No, that never
you know
happens.
What I mean? Like, your list. No, exactly. But like your list of like Giants pain, like one thing happens on that list like once a year. Like something happens that gets added to the list once a year at least.
Hold on, I'm getting another call. Can I bring you back in like 2 minutes?
You can bring me back whenever you want. Call me back.
Thank you, I will. Yo, what's going on?
Hold on.
What's going on, man? Never mind. I guess he called by accident. Very well then. Let's get Mr. Welling back in here.
Do it right now.
I guess somebody butt-dialed me by accident. Anyway, back to what you were saying.
Yeah, like the root of my point is, as Giants fans, we're so already expecting shit to hit the fan. That,
yeah.
Like, as bad as it is, as historically bad as this is, it's not surprising one bit that this shit happened.
Absolutely not.
It's really it's bad. This shit is not good.
So
and
let
this
me
is the shit
hold on. I have the list.
Going to be gone. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I have the list of like the examples of giant pain. I'm just gonna read them off to you.
I can hit them all for you. Go ahead.
Giants hiring Joe Judge.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Kadarius Toney getting drafted in the first round.
That's a Super Bowl champion right there. I don't know about that.
Giants drafting Eli Apple.
Yeah. Not in the moment, though, but yeah.
Hold on. All right, let's see if this is actually a caller. If it's not, I'm going to be pissed. What's up? What the fuck is going on? These guys are just calling the number and then just hanging up immediately. All right, let's try this again. I guess they don't realize the number. Bro, the number works. I assure you right now the number works.
Aw.
Back to where we were. Right.
You miss me so much. Go ahead.
40-0 against the Cowboys.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, keep going. But, like, that's another thing where, like, it was kind of like, I kind of expected that. I'm not going to lie. Like, did we think, yes, it was week 1. Did we think they were going to come out and have some fight? Sure. But I still thought they were going to get crushed. Anyway, continue.
Fair enough. Following that up with Miracle at the Meadowlands 2.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad. Following that up with...
Again, I was like 5, and I watched that shit.
Fair enough. Dexter Lawrence going off sides on a game-winning field goal.
Not that bad compared to the others.
The 3rd down and 9 world-famous quarterback sneak.
That's not even pain. That's just like that's
It's
just
just
like
the
I don't
Giants'
even.
most embarrassing
Yeah,
moments.
like I don't even know how to describe that.
I
Like
just call it
it
embarrassing.
wasn't. That's just that's just embarrassment.
I'm gonna have
Aren't
it
you
once I
Aren't
get off
you
this.
embarrassed?
Once I
Please
get
tell me
off
you know
this,
what that is.
yeah, of course I do. Once I get off
Hell
the
yeah.
show, you and me are going to rank these moments because some of these are ridiculous.
I'm down.
Then
No,
we have
totally.
after that. Apparently, this was a preseason game. The Giants were playing the Jaguars, and the Jaguars threw an interception, and a Giants player tackles his own guy who fumbles the ball, and the Jaguars pick it up, but they win the game.
Yeah, again, because it's preseason, I gotta rank it lower. But
In general,
again,
all right,
it's just dumb.
this is good. The entirety of the 2024 season.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a series of unfortunate events. And it just make matters worse. The number one team in the NFL right now are the Indianapolis fucking Colts, led by Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I think every Giants fan wants him to succeed. I think it's just that just proves more and more that it was a coaching thing.
It was. All right, next up we've got
he had talent.
We've got
and also it was an O-line thing. We never had a good O-line. The Colts are notorious for how good their O-line is.
That is true. Next up we've got
Jonathan fucking Taylor.
True.
That's it. Thank you.
Next up we've got Saquon Barkley signing with the Philadelphia Eagles on national television.
Again, that's coaching. That has nothing to do with anybody on the team.
But this is still an incredibly embarrassing moment. I mean, you literally watch your star player walk on national television. That's
and
brutal.
watching the what the fuck is that? The Hard Knocks of it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Hard Knocks.
Like that, yeah.
Then we have Daniel Jones's $160 million contract.
Coaching.
The Giants blowing, I believe the score was, oh my God, I'm trying to remember what it was. It was when the Niners played the Giants in 2002. The Giants had an absolutely huge collapse in a playoff game. I believe they were, I got to find what it was. It was the 2001 New York Giants. It was in 2002. They lost to the San Francisco 49ers on a fumbled snap on a field goal after they blew a huge lead.
I remember it vaguely from just watching it, but the
Giants were, I believe, up 38-14 in the third quarter, and they lost 39-38.
Oh, well.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Sounds familiar.
Jake Elliott, 61-yarder game winner.
Okay, all right. Graham Gano, 63-yarder.
I'm pretty sure that's on here too. The irony would have been Will Lutz hitting like a 65-yard attempt. That would have just been the ultimate irony.
I don't think you understand how much that shit would piss me off.
I bet. Free medium soda day at MetLife Stadium.
Yes! Oh my God!
Yeah, that was up here too.
Oh my God!
Next up, we have the Giants versus the Rams in the playoffs in 1989. Flipper Anderson scores a touchdown and runs into the fucking tunnel.
Yeah, again,
pretty bad.
Again, that was like when they were like decent. So I can't really say that.
Giants versus Eagles on Thursday Night Football when Daniel Jones slips on an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah, we would have won that game too.
The Giants drafting Evan Neal with the first-round pick. Sorry, Evan Neal. Next up is the hiring of
Dave. How many more do you have? I know it's bad.
Four more.
Okay.
The Giants hiring of Dave Gettleman as their general manager.
That's my reaction to that.
The original Miracle at the Meadowlands.
Yeah, wasn't alive for that, but yeah.
The Giants losing to the Jets in 2023, which single-handedly derailed their season off of You guessed it. Missed field goals.
Yeah, and Leonard Williams.
Yep. And then finally,
Oh God.
Giants blowing a 26-8 lead in the final 5 minutes against the Denver Broncos.
Yeah,
I have to add that to the list now.
we just gave up another goal to Celebrini.
Oh my gosh. Is this
Right
just...
as the period end. No, I'm sorry to change the topic. This is the bullshit the Rangers do at every year. They give up a goal in the last seconds of
Is
any
Shesterkin
period.
playing bad or
have we used Quick at all? I know he's old, but
used him against Montreal?
Oh, we did. Okay.
Not
And
surprised.
we lost that game. No, didn't we lose that game too?
Yeah, they did.
We won that game.
No, we won that game actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we won that. Anyway, yeah, Giants suck, guys. That's the theme of the story here.
What's your prediction for the Eagles game?
Yeah, I don't think I can say that the same thing is going to happen again. I know the Eagles are going to come out crazy. They're a different team than they were 2 weeks ago. It's crazy to say. But they look a lot better. Finally, Jalen Hurts can actually throw the ball to AJ Brown, it seems.
We'll hand it off to Saquon Barkley, which is pissing me the hell off.
Yeah, but I don't think the Giants are gonna win this game. I think this loss is gonna just
derail them.
And we talked about how hard their schedule was before. If they actually strung a few wins together, it would be a different conversation. But they just really can't do that, and it doesn't seem like they're going to for quite some time.
Yeah, that basically sums it up. Speaking of which, in the Bruce Beck Camp League, I swear to God, you better beat Chase. You better beat Chase.
We're working on it.
Yeah, I'm kind of counting on it because if you guys win, I'm top of the league. So I need you to
win. Just because it's 8:00, my last question. Do you think Jordan? I know Aaron Jones back. Do you think Jordan Mason's still a good play?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they're going to give Aaron Jones too much burn, but hey, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, like I said, if I win this week and Chase loses, I am at the top of the league. Cooper Cords is sitting at 1-6 and is dead last. Who was really the problem last year?
Yeah.
Guys
Yeah,
guys said, I've won in most of my leagues. Yeah, you're about to finish dead last again. You're a joke, Cooper. You're a joke.
I didn't even realize they're undefeated. We're gonna try.
They're not that. They've been getting incredibly lucky. They're without Gibbs and Kyron. I swear to God, if you don't beat them.
Hey, we're rolling out Woody Marks again. I don't know if we're winning.
Why? You have no one else?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
They are so fucking lucky. Holy shit. You're without Puka and JSN. My God.
Exactly.
Oh my, that's brutal.
We're trying out here. And I might have to play Gadsden over Shakir.
Shout out to Rondé Gadsden. Syracuse legend. What's his yards tonight?
When they before I might actually have to play him. Before they kick off every Syracuse drubbing nowadays, because they're all bad games. Before every game they do on the Jumbotron, they do like a highlight of like all the best players that came from Syracuse. So they highlight, Zaire Franklin, Dwight Freeney, Donovan McNabb, all those people. And then they added the new regime. So Kyle's up there, LaQuinte's up there, and of course, finally, he's getting his fucking targets over Tyler Conklin and Will Dissly. Jesus Christ.
Speaking of the Syracuse Orange, you have a prediction for Saturday in Atlanta?
First of all, I don't know why Georgia Tech is that high.
Me neither. They don't have a single good win all year.
But we're dying. It's not going to really matter, but I don't know why Georgia Tech is top 10. They can be in the top 25. They should not be top 10.
I understand what you're saying. Anyway, I appreciate your call, Walling. I'm going to keep the show moving. Have a good rest of your night, man, and I'll call you later.
All good. We'll talk later, buddy.
Take care. That'll do it for another roundup of the calls, unless one of you schmucks tries to call me during the high school football preview. Let's not waste any time. You want to see my picks? I'm making them tomorrow on the booth review, and I'm going to post them later tonight. But another crazy week in the world of high school football. I traveled to upstate New York at Proctor and saw my Newburgh Goldbacks beat the crap out of the Proctor Raiders 33-6. It was a very well played game by the Goldbacks. This week, they are taking on Pine Bush in a game that they probably should win. If they fucking lose to Pine Bush, I swear to fucking God, if they lose to them, should be a very easy win for them nonetheless. But I'm going to just rifle off the games for this week. We've got Goshen over Beacon, Red Hook over Rondout, Lords over Middletown, I hope at least. Dover over SPAC. Dover's on an absolute heater right now. They're going to keep that ball moving. VC over Kingston, Monroe over Washi. Monroe is a fucking state juggernaut. They're a wagon right now. It seems like they're just not going to lose. Then we have O'Neill over we got Chester over O'Neill. I'm going to go with Chester in this one. Port Jervis versus Minnesota, game of the year. I'm going with the Raiders. I've been picking Port Jervis every week. I'm going to stick with them. Port wins the game of the year. Cornwall wins. And then we got any games on Saturday? I believe we do. Yes. Saugerties over New Paltz, Marlborough over Liberty, and FDR over Warwick, and Pauling over Oneontora. Thank you all for watching another episode of the J&J Show. I'm JJ Seglio. We will see y'all next time. Caps will be back. I promise you. Have a good rest of your night. Peace.